In this training, I'm now going to show you how to set up your chat widget so that you can use your AI employee effectively on the right channel. You want to head over to Sites in your sub account, and then from the top menu, you're going to click on Chat Widget. Simply click on the blue button to start building your chat widget. Let's have a look at the different chatbots that are available to you. The all-in-one chat is the most flexible, but you do want to make sure that you have got structured workflows in place because you are going to be capturing from all the different communication channels. Let's have a look at the different types of widgets that you can set up. You've got the all-in-one chat widget. So I'm going to talk about this specifically in the context of the AI employee. So the all-in-one chat widget can work on every single channel, which is fantastic. But you don't necessarily want the AI employee responding to every message that comes in on SMS or on email. So make sure that you have very structured workflows set up if you are using the all-in-one chat widget. SMS and email chat, these are great for capturing information, but they're not so great for the AI employee to hold a conversation. The live chat is really a great widget to have your AI employee having conversations, and WhatsApp as well, as long as you want it responding to every WhatsApp conversation. There are ways that you can filter it in workflows for more advanced users, but also bear in mind that you do need to have a WhatsApp connection. This has to be done via your Facebook Meta Business Manager. So you have to have one of those. And there are additional costs attached to the WhatsApp and SMS messages that the AI is sending out. Also, bear in mind with WhatsApp that you can only have a templated conversation unless it's within 24 hours of an inbound message from a contact. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to be setting up a live chat widget. So here we are creating a live chat widget. I'm just going to give it a name. Let's call her Annabelle, the AI assistant. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through the options on the left-hand menu and understand what each of them do. As you can see, bottom right, we have a sample of what the chatbot will look like. We can decide to have the chat prompt. This is the square dialog box that is appearing, what it looks like with or without the avatar image, and also whether we want it on at all. They can sometimes get in the way of the user experience. We can change the shape. If we are going to have the chat prompt on to encourage people to open the chat, if we have it on our website or inside of our high-level account, we are going to have the opportunity to change what that prompt says. The chat icon is the shape of the bubble, bottom right, currently. There is the opportunity, if you want, to add a shape of your own. You can upload that to your media storage. The theme. Going through the theme here, you can choose, as you can see here, that it is changing color. So you can completely brand this to your brand colors. You can upload your own brand colors very easily. I'm just going to go and grab mine so you can see, whilst you can also see that because you're in my agency account, this is what our chat bubble looks like for our users, which we've deliberately moved middle to the right so that it doesn't interfere. This is a native high-level chatbot. If you want to upload your own colors, simply click on the palette icon and then select which of the items you want to update with your color. You can see there I've just pasted in the hex code. You can really go to town and select whichever colors work for you for your chatbot. There we are. So we can see now, if I click on that, this is sampling exactly what's going on. It will change dynamically as you update them. Font family, very important to make sure that everything is on brand. And again, you can have complete options on which fonts are used. You have complete flexibility here on both fonts and colors. It might be that if you want to be visible that it is the AI answering versus a human, that you can choose a different color for that too, both in font and in colors. Here's what I mentioned earlier, which is the chat prompt welcome message. So I have now updated that message, the custom greeting. As you can see here, that has now updated bottom right. And it will recognize if somebody is coming back, a bit like the sticky contact on a form. Positioning your avatar. You can replace your avatar image with a headshot or a logo of your choice. The avatar image appears in the chat message here and also at the top, depending on what your settings are. You can also change the position on the page. So you can see here on our chatbot on our apps, we have it middle right. You can move it bottom left, top right. The most common position is normally bottom right, depending on whether that's going to impact the user experience on wherever you're using your chatbot. If it's on a website, normally bottom right. If you're using inside your higher level application, you may want to review that. The dimensions of the widget as well, you can change what size you want that to be. You can also choose the size of the widget. So the box that opens, if you want to customize that, the minimum settings are in there. You can't go smaller than what's already there. But if you wanted to make it wider or longer, then you can update those settings there. So that's how you can customize the look and feel of the style of your widget. Now let's go into the chat window itself where we've got some customizations. We can see at the top, we can change what that is. As we can see at the top, we can update what the title is going to be. Now, one of the things we found useful here as well is to prompt with the question. So let them know what the chatbot is here to do. In the intro message, which is the very first message that Annabelle's going to put up, it's good to give instructions. So whether it's a representative will get back to you, or it's to let them know that it's an AI bot, letting them know what is the purpose of the bot is always helpful. You have the option to include or not include a contact form, and from here you can also add in the additional fields. This will therefore ensure that you capture everybody that is coming in via your chatbot. You can also choose what the call to action is, whether it's send, whether it's submit, and you can redirect them if you want to a handy website or FAQ page afterwards, which might improve your customer experience. If you are using the form option, two things to note here. One is that you can change the submit button, the call to action. So if it's head over to our website for more, for example, and then you can redirect them to an FAQ page or somewhere useful to really enhance their customer experience. Now you'll notice on here that there are custom fields. I don't have any custom fields set up in this application. To set up custom fields in your app, you might want to do this in another window. I'm going to go to settings and custom fields. This is especially useful if you run a clinic, for example. Let's say we want to add in a date of birth field. I've now created that custom field. And if I go back over to the bot, making sure that I have saved. So now we can see the birthday fields available. You might need to refresh your chatbot if you do add a custom field whilst you're on the go, on the fly, as we say. If you don't, and you refresh, you will lose all of your settings. Live chat assigned. So this is where you can choose to enable or not enable the form within your chat message. If you are using this as a live chat where you're going to assign it to people, you can here choose what the messaging is going to be and how long the inactivity window is, 2 minutes being the smallest and 15 minutes being the longest. When the live chat closed, you have a message you can set up, and you can also enable your office hours here. Enabling office hours will mean that you can choose to let people know when there is a live person available or not. Additional options, if you do or don't want to share that it is part of an agency, and obviously in the consent box for HIPAA, please make sure that if you are not compliant with HIPAA, that you don't have this on. The consent for HIPAA is to make sure that people know that their information is being captured. Messaging, when your chat's ended, you can update that there, as well as the different icon, and being able to choose the icon for the acknowledgement message and the placeholder. So you can see here in the window, it's the feedback message. So if I want to change the color of that, it's the same as we were doing in the styling. And there we go, the feedback has come up. Now that you've got your chat styled exactly how you want it, you'll want to add it onto your website. Here you can get the code for a WordPress website. This will take you to the Lead Connector plugin. You'll need to download this and make sure that it is installed on your website. The code that is given here can also be added into the body or the footer section of your website.